Shrek is life, but is he really love? Come with me on a journey far, far away to find out the truth. Hello Internet, welcome to Game Theory, the show where we have original ideas. Speaking of original ideas, the movie Mary Poppins is not an original story. It is based on a series of books by P.L. Travers. The character Mary Poppins is played by Julie Andrews, who's also starred in The Sound of Music and Shrek 2 and Shrek the Third. In the Shrek movies, Julie Andrews plays Queen Lillian, the royal mom of Princess Fiona and the wife of the first... Wait, hang on. Alright, Lillian, the mom of Princess Fiona and the wife of the first reverse Slimy, King Harold. Together they rule the kingdom of far, far away, first introduced in Shrek 2 along with the evil fairy godmother and her son, Prince Charming. This is where the entirety of Shrek 2 is set. The plot revolves around casual ogre racism and reveals a plot by the fairy godmother and Prince Charming to marry into royalty and gain power over far, far away. Yes, Shrek 2 is a political thriller. I should tell you that I much prefer Shrek 2 over the original. It is the perfect movie for children and parents alike. I've always wanted to deconstruct this movie and find something interesting to make a theory about. I have been obsessing over this movie for the last couple of minutes, going through it frame by frame, but I could not find anything. The film does a good job of explaining everything. Such a great movie. But then I realized it was right in front of me the entire time. Can you explain this? And how do you explain this? Charming and his apparent mother don't look anything alike, but Lillian and the Charmster do. Do you want to know my theory? I think Queen Lillian is the true mother of Prince Charming. But Mcfluff, I hear you yell. Just because they look alike doesn't mean they're related. And you know what? On any other day I'd agree with you. But let's travel back in time a little. Meet Lord Farquaad. He is the first antagonist introduced in the Shrek series. He's a fan favorite and the butt of 1,000 penis jokes. His height, or lack thereof, is often used for laughs. But what if I told you there's an in-universe reason he's as short as he is? While researching for this video, I found out that a Shrek musical was made, and in this musical it was revealed that Lord Farquaad is the son of Grumpy. Yes, the dwarf Grumpy, one of the 7 dwarfs. Grumpy married Princess P, a human. This makes Lord Farquaad a half-dwarf, explaining why he's such a fucking manlet. Why does this matter? If the fairy godmother truly was Prince Charming's biological mother, wouldn't he have some fairy features? Look, he's not small, he's not magical, and he doesn't have wings. We can only see human traits on him. And Lillian, as we can tell, is fully human. But who is the father? Is it Harold? I don't see another appropriate candidate. All human and all blonde. Wait a minute. Blonde? Let me rewind a little. Fiona is a redhead. Uh-oh, do I smell an affair? We know that men can't give birth to children, therefore Fiona must be Lillian's child. But who is the father? To understand this, we must go back to the future. In Shrek Forever After, we get to know Rumpelstiltskin, who is by far the most powerful and dangerous Shrek villain of them all. I'm not gonna go into detail on him, but basically he's king of everything in an alternate timeline and he wears a lot of wigs. One of these wigs is his angry wig, which is huge and red. The wigs at Gothenburg's Opera House are made from Chinese hair, as it is supposedly strong and high quality. Since there are no other major redhead characters in Shrek than Fiona, we can deduce that Lillian had an affair with a Chinese redhead, making Fiona half Asian. But why did they keep the illegitimate child and give away Prince Charming? Here's where the fun part begins. I don't think Lillian knows that Prince Charming is her son. I think Harold knows. We know Harold made a deal with the fairy godmother. If she turned him from a frog to a human, he'd be in debt to her. As he was a frog and therefore didn't have much experience of shady contracts, it's not unreasonable to believe the fairy godmother asked for his firstborn son. She's magical after all. She must have seen the future. She really played the long con here, don't you think? So, to recap. Charming is the biological son of Queen Lillian and King Harold, but he was taken away at a very young age by the fairy godmother as part of the deal between her and King Harold the Reverse Slimy. Princess Fiona is the illegitimate child of Queen Lillian and an unknown Asian redhead. It is unknown if Harold knows this or not, but hey, that's just a theory. Wait, hold on just a second. Why didn't the fairy godmother just make herself the ruler of Far Far Away as part of the deal? Well, duh, it's obvious. King Harold wasn't the ruler of Far Far Away at the time. Queen Lillian was the true heir, with King Harold being married in. Now, I don't know how the royal heritage system works in Far Far Away, but I don't see how an ex-frog could become the ruler of such an expansive kingdom any other way than marrying in. Froggo must have loved Lillian while he was still a frog and she was still a princess. Actually, let me quote the Shrek wiki that anyone is free to edit. One day he met up with the fairy godmother, who allowed him to pursue his dream of marrying and loving Princess Lillian by making him human. Their first date was in the night, and their first kiss made him human. And after the death of Lillian's father, he became the king. So did Queen Lillian really cheat on Harold? Is Prince Charming really the biological son of Harold and Lillian? I think so. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.